Happy day, students. Welcome to Computer Science class of grade 6. Today you are going to learn on chapter 3, Advanced Features of MS Word. Yes, have you heard about MS Word? Why it's been used? Yes, all of you know what is MS Word, right? Because you have learned in the last class. Fine. I'll just tell you MS Word is being used for documentation purpose, right? So in this chapter, we'll be learning more on the advanced features of MS Word. So let's have a quick view onto the contents. So in this chapter, we'll be discussing about spelling and grammar. When we type something in Word, it will suggest that if there is a spelling mistake or a grammar mistake. Second, we'll be seeing the dictionary. And third is, if suppose a symbol word like HAVE, have, you are written it wrongly throughout the document. Instead of one by one replacing, you can find it out and replace as a whole in the document. Yeah. Then we have mail merge. That is the same content if you want to send to multiple users. Just the name has to be changed, like to your name. Next comes your friend's name. Like that, only the two addresses being changing, and the body of the content is same. We'll be using mail merge. Yeah. So this is just brief idea on what are the topics to be discussed on. Let's see them in detail. So students, first topic that you're going to learn is spelling and grammar. Yeah. So all of you know spelling and grammar is to ensure that your document contains no error. Suppose I'm making a mistake over here. Yeah, I'm changing the spelling. Yeah. So can you see a red line that has come over here? Now I'll get a suggestion. If I click on it, it will give you suggestion. It can be subset, subject, any few suggestion it will give to us. Yeah. In this way, MS Word is helping us to keep a make sure that our document contains no error. Yeah. Some may have even noticed there will be a green line. I'll tell you why. If I make a grammatical mistake, it will give me a green line. You can see it over here. Yeah. Because as well as, that is how it has to be completed. If I didn't write this as, it will give me a green line, which indicates that's a grammatical mistake. Yeah. So now I'll show how this can be done. Spelling and error. First, you have to go to review tab over here. In review tab, you have click that ABC option is here, right? This. Here you will be clicking. When you click on ABC, grammar option will be available for you. See, if you feel like what you have typed is correct, you can just ignore it. If you feel throughout the document the same word is being repeated, you can ignore all. Or if you want to replace, you can just select and click change. It gets replaced. See, behavior spelling is wrong, so I can if I feel what they suggest is correct, then I can change. If I feel they correct suggest is wrong, I can ignore it. If the same word is being repeated, like if my name is being put in this word file, if MS Word does not recognize a name properly, it will definitely put in an error message. At that point, you can ignore all the occurrence of that particular word. Yes. So I hope this topic is clear for you. Next, we have to see on the next topic, that is how to use the dictionary. We have dictionary, right? See over here in the same review tab, we have thesaurus in proof. We call this in proof group, proofing group. Yeah. So why is it used? This also, like if you want to know, suppose this word you want to know, you can left click on that word and the list of options will appear. That's I already shown you. Yeah. They are given me a suggestion or the meaning. So that's how I can use the dictionary in it. Next is find and replace. Suppose this is my word file. So here is a word continuous. I'm selecting it, Control C. Then I'm clicking on Control F. So here you will get an option for find and replace. So what I'm going to search is, I'm going to say that instead of continuous, you can write it as collaborative. Just a suggestion I'm giving. I'm just replacing it with collaborative. So if I give replace all, wherever the word continuous is being used, everywhere the word, it will be replaced with collaborate. Let's see how. So they're saying the total in 17 replacement has been done, which means 17 times in the document continuous was used, and we have at one go we have changed that continuous word to collaboration. Okay. So I clicked yes. So if you notice, wherever continuous was being used, it has been changed to collaborative. Yeah. You may wonder, why did I give a wrong spelling? I gave it wrong spelling so that it will be underlined in red and it is easily identifiable for us. Which all places it was replaced. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I did it purposefully because already we had a correct spelling over here. If I give different spelling only, it will get replaced. Suppose if I want to replace this, what will I have to do? Control F. I'll get replace. Click on it. Click icon again. I'm going to change it back. So I can just select this word. And find what I can just put this word over here. And I can ask it to replace. So saying 17 counts, they are saying it get replaced. So is the topic clear? So now let's see a related video to this topic.
Grammar using Review tab. Here is the simple procedure to find out spelling mistakes and fixing them. Click the Review tab and then click Spelling and Grammar button. A Spelling and Grammar dialog box will appear and will display wrong spellings or grammar and corrected suggestions as shown below. Options to fix the spelling mistakes. Ignore once. If you are willing to ignore a word, then click this button and word ignores the word once. Ignore all. Also like ignore once, but ignores all occurrences of the same misspelling, not just this one. Add to dictionary. Choose add to dictionary to add the word to the word spelling dictionary. Change. This will change the word using the suggested correct word. Change all. Also like change but changes all occurrences of the same spelling, not just this one. Autocorrect. If you select a suggestion, Word creates an autocorrect entry that automatically corrects the spelling error from now on. Check spelling and grammar using right-click. If you right-click over a misspelled word, then it would show the correct suggestions and options already explained to fix the spelling or grammar mistake. Try it yourself.
So students, I hope with the help of that video, you were able to understand more on how to do with spelling and grammar. So as I told you, if you want to select in the version in which you use, the options, the tab may change. So over here, you can see spelling ABC tick mark, that's spelling and grammar. Next, what did we learn? What was the next topic we learned? Yes, how to use thesaurus. That is also available in the review tab. Next to ABC, the third option is that. Yeah, where you can get the dictionary words. Next, the third point what we learned here is find and replace. We need to find a particular word and you can replace it with other. Where it will be beneficial is I'm repeating the same mistake throughout the document. Instead of going each by one and making that correction, which is a tedious task, at one go we can make this replacement. Yeah. So now on to the last topic that we have to learn in this chapter. It's mail merge. So I'll show you a video on how to perform mail merging and then we'll continue. So here is a Word document.
Mail merge is a great time saver if you need to create multiple documents that are mostly the same but unique in some way, like name tags for an event or envelopes printed with each person's name and address. The document I have here is a letter offering customers a discount on their next order.
So the document which we are using now will call it as a main document because it contains the text for that letter. So mail merging, once I'm repeating, it is used to send the same letter to a large number of people. Suppose I want to give a PTM message to all the students. The content is common. Then I just need to have an Excel with all your names and a Word file with the content that has to be messaged to all of you. With the help of mail merge, I can pull in your names one by one instead of typing one by each of your names. Okay. So the document which we have right now, we will call it as a main document, and the document that contains your name and addresses, from where I have to fetch those details. That file will be known as a data source. Yeah. Now let's listen.
I want to personalize it by addressing each copy of the letter to the customer using some information I have stored in a spreadsheet. To begin, go to the Mailings tab, then Start Mail Merge, and select Step-by-Step Mail Merge Wizard. This will walk you through the process one step at a time using this pane on the right. The type of document I'm working with is a letter, so I'm going to go ahead and click Next. And I also plan to stick with my current document instead of using something else like a template. Now I need an address list so Word can create a copy of each letter for each customer. To start from scratch, you can type a new list, then click Create to enter your recipients individually.
This is when you don't have an Excel file with the first student's name and other details. You can even create it while doing mail merge, and then you can insert the values.
Alternatively, if you do have an existing document with the information you need, like an Excel workbook in my case, choose Use an existing list, then browse to find it. Now click Open and select the worksheet that contains the list. I know mine is in Sheet 1. In this example, you can uncheck any recipients that you don't want to include. I want to include everybody though, so I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now it shows that workbook as my recipient list. So now it's time to write my letter. You can add something unique for each recipient, including their address, a personal greeting, and more. I'd like to add an address block first. Just place your cursor where you want it to go, then click the item. Here's a preview of what it's going to look like and a few alternative formats to choose from for the recipient's name. Click OK, and a placeholder will appear in your document. This is where the address will go later on. The other thing I'd like to add is a greeting. Again, you have a preview here and the ability to change some of the formatting if you'd like. Let's move on to the next step, previewing the finished product. I just want to make sure the information from my list appears the way it should. You can take a look at each recipient's copy by clicking the arrows here. Everything looks great, so let's complete the merge. If you click the print command, Mail Merge will ask which pages you want to print before sending you to the final step. I want to print every document in my recipient list, so I'm just going to keep all. Now all you have to do is adjust the settings if you need to, then click OK. Knowing how to use Mail Merge is a must for creating multiple letters, labels, envelopes, and more.
So students, with this we have come to an end of the chapter. We have finished discussing regarding spelling and grammar, dictionary of word, which we call as thesaurus, find and replace option, and mail merge. Okay. So a quick review. spelling and grammar will be available. This option will be available under Review tab. Similarly, under the same Review tab, you can find Thesaurus option also. Find and replace, you can use a shortcut key Control F, and with that you can have to select the Replace tab. In the Replace tab, you can give find what whichever word you have, it's available in the document that you are currently, and replace with what the correct version of the word. Okay. So it will tell you how many occurrences are there, and it will ask if you click on OK, all the words will get replaced. Okay. Then mail merging. So in the mailing tab, you have start mail image. You have to select for letters, and after selecting letters, one main document should be there, one source document should be there. Source document, if you don't have, you can do it at that point, or if you have an Excel sheet, we can extract the details. This is basically used in, if you have to say in school terms, if a PTM message or some common message has to be sent to all the students, instead of typing each time, I can just have Excel of your data, your students' details, and a Word file with the common content. I can merge them and I will get the final copy. Yeah. With this, I think the topic is clear to all of you, and we are reached to the end of the chapter. So thank you, students. Have a nice day.